You'll probably know us for doing the past, or actually the first Truck Series broadcasts up until I think it was Atlanta. We're here today at Eldora for race 6 and 7, and it's a doubleheader tonight. There's definitely a lot of new faces out there. Jim, what are your thoughts on Eldora as a track?
Man, this is going to be one of the most unique races on the circuit for not just the Truck Series, but the Xfinity and Cup Series. I mean, for the entire Hennessy League, this is our only dirt track. I'm really excited to see because, I mean, really, we don't know what to expect, do we? We don't know who's going to be fast here.
Yeah, I mean, last year it was kind of a bit of a crapshoot. There was a race, or not a race, a standings flip between race 1 and race 2, and that had actually screwed over a couple people last season. But, I mean, the two people that did win those races last year, neither of them are here today to try their luck again this year, so.
Yeah, that's the other thing is tonight's event, double header. If you don't get it done in the first race, there's always a chance for that second one.
Definitely always a chance. I do not believe there's going to be a field inversion. That was the word I was looking for. There's not going to be a field inversion in between race 1 and race 2, as a lot of drivers were heavily upset with that. It set a lot of the bad people up front and a lot of the good people in back. So, it's
Yeah, a
definitely
place
going
like
to hurt a few
Eldora,
people.
it's really hard to really make track position without, bumping someone out of the way. So as much as counterintuitive as it seems in real life in dirt racing, having track position on NASCAR Heat 5 in Eldora is pretty important.
Definitely Eldora is not really known for being the easiest track to pass at in the Truck Series. Most times out of 10, you're going to have to resort to using that front bumper and just hoping they don't retaliate. I'm not sure if we can get in yet. I'm not even sure if there's a broadcast that we can watch.
Oh no. We won't be able to get the laps to go, and it being kind of shorter races, I believe is it still 50% or is it 25% for the double headers?
That is a great question. I think it is 25. Give me a minute, I can tell you.
But while you're going on about that, I'm going to read off our race attendance for tonight. We have Ghost Killer, Mr. Huff, TGS Predators, Code Red Dew, Ty Racing, Solis, Mayhem Tomorrow, Dalator, Skeptic Whitey, King Henry 2K, Shake and Bake, Devon Baseball, Overbeak, AK Unleaded, Kush Knight, R Bales, QSA Skywalker, King Boss Bomber, I've heard great things about him, MBD You Got Dropped, Jason Cole, D Blood, and A Hack for your first race tonight.
So I'm still not sure if it is 25%, as I got linked to a Twitch broadcast. There we go. I'm still not sure if it's 25%. I believe last season it was a 50% for both races. I could be wrong, though.
Yeah, I'm currently getting in contact with one of our participants, Ghost Killer. He says it's 50% for both races, so that should be interesting.
Fair enough. It's definitely going to be pretty interesting, as apparently the person you just spoken to, Ghost Killer, the 98 truck, is on pole with a 19.377. Earlier today, in an admin-hosted lobby, he'd managed to pull up ahead of everyone else and was running some pretty nice laps in that little practice Eldora lobby. So, I believe we can get in, by the way.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, you got any favorites? Anyone in particular stand out?
Well, I mean, I've got to be I'm very partial to JGR. 3 out of the 4 trucks today, AK in the 16, Cush in the 4, King Henry in the 51. They were all very confident. Give me a minute.
Yeah, JGR did look
Yep.
like they were pretty poised. I know that AK Unleaded, he was a Cup Series driver. Unfortunately, his schedule didn't allow him to stay in the Cup Series. Gonna be down in the Truck Series for the rest of the season. Gonna have to keep an eye out on the number 16 Austin Hill truck tonight.
Yeah, they're all very confident in their trucks today. AK, like you said, being a cup driver, Cush was very happy, and he's actually got 3 prior league race wins at Eldora as well. But as far as I can see, I don't see a single one of them, except for the 16 truck of AK, who it looks like qualified 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, roughly 6th. I'm not sure where the other trucks are, but I mean, who you have as favorites for today's race is?
I think one of them right now is leading the race, won the pole. Ghost Killer, Tim, he's been fast at just about every track. He really takes a liking to these trucks. Did so in another league. He just seems to have the pace, and I think he's got to look out for. And then also, I think maybe a little dark horse here, a guy running second, actually, Mr. Huff. He hasn't really shown the speed in most races. The finishing speed hasn't been able to really put together the finishes, but Dirt is a very good wild card, and I think he'll be up there as well.
Definitely Ghost Killer already pulling off to a pretty nice lead. I mean, pulling away from the 2 pulling away from his teammate and Mr. Huff. So we're just going to have to wait and see as we're coming. Probably about 14 to go. Are you watching that stream?
Oh, I can. Also, it looks like we have an early retiree, R. Bales.
Yeah. He was lagging an awful lot tonight, sadly, so.
Well, he's got another shot at it for race number 2. Early retiring for this one.
Hey, that's if he decides to race.
Very true.
But anyway, again, Ghost Killer still pulling off to a very early lead, and it looks like Mr. Huff in the 21 has pulled away from, I believe that is TGS Predators in the 13, that is not TGS Predators. AHAC in the 13, I was talking about his different truck. Yeah, Huff has pulled away from Hack pretty decently, managing to flush himself out in second. I don't think he's going to be able to catch Ghost by the end of the stage, though.
Yeah, Ghost is out to a remarkable lead right now, just kind of driving away. I mean, he's about an entire straightaway ahead, and we're only 6 laps into this thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're going to see it this way when it comes to, stage 2 and the final stage. As we see Dalator make a move on AHAC, try and take away 3rd position, move him up track just a little bit. But yeah, I don't think we're going to see the same dominance from Ghost Killer in stage 2 and the final stage. I feel like we're going to see a little bit more competition.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to check to find out. One thing I'm also noticing, we've already seen this before, probably in last season's race and in every other league, is that this is predominantly a wrap around the bottom, get as close to the inside wall in the corners racetrack. In real life, you can go up there and flirt with the cushion and try to find a little speed up there, but unfortunately in this game it is all on the bottom, and right now I think that's playing into Ghost Killer's hands.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Eldora is really a one-lane track here in Heat 5, sadly. Hopefully that issue is fixed if for some reason they decide to include the Truck Series. But Eldora is not really known for making great passes. That's why I said earlier, you've really got to use your front bumper if you want to try and pass people. You're not going to pass them solely
battle
off speed.
Going back here for 4th. Also, we have Shake and Bake looking underneath Dalator for the 4th position. Yeah, right there, Dalator kind of being able to hold his own there off the top.
Dalator being able to make a nice, pretty wide arc going in turn 3. That's really what you want to do if you want to get down as close as possible to that wall, as you go from the front stretch or the back stretch and just arc it as wide as you can and get as close as to the wall as you can without hitting that. As we see him give it a small love tap.
right there. Next time by, it will be 4 laps to go for stage 1. Oh, Dalator in the inside wall.
Yeah, Dalator back into the inside wall. Shake and bake getting around him pretty easily. And it's actually looking like he's going to let down a couple more drivers on through. Maybe. Possibly the 16 of AK Athletic to get through as well. Our new truck driver for tonight.
Ooh, little contact between the 45. That was Boss, and he got into Mayhem a little bit. Glide off turn 2.
Ooh. Mayhem probably not too happy with that one, as we see a little bit of contact between TGS Predators and AK Leaded. But AK able to battle on the outside. So the outside's not entirely useless in this game. You still can hold your own. You just can't be running way up there next to that wall through the corners. You can run probably middle of the track and still hold your line and do okay.
Yeah, for sure. Actually, looks like Ghostkill's starting to find himself into lap traffic, but before that happens, that'll be the end of stage 1.
Yep. In stage 1, top 5 is going to be Ghostkiller, Mr. Huff, A-Hack, Shake and Bake, and then I believe Dalator, followed by AK TGS Predators. Oh, I'm going off memory. It's not very good. 40 of Code Red.
Yeah, I can give this to you in a second. If they scroll up, the top 5 for stage 1 will be... Never mind, MBD is probably not going to scroll up. I have Dalator in 5th.
You can look at Code Red's stream. I believe he got a...
Yeah,
6th
so
or 7th.
First was Ghostkiller, second Mr. Huff, third was, oh my goodness, I think it was A-Hack, and fourth was...
Shake and Bake.
Shake and Bake, yes.
Anyway, coming off to the start here, 51 of King Henry. A little bit laggy on that, but okay. Hopefully he doesn't have those issues.
What can Mr. Huff do here? He's finally gotten a chance at Ghostkiller here. Can he try something?
Yep, he's definitely got another chance. It doesn't look like he's going to try and pull up in front of him yet, but he's going to get onto his quarter panel. Yeah, coming into 3, that's definitely going to be a bit of the move. As the camera just decides to focus on the 98. Yep, Ghostkiller going to get a pretty massive run on the outside. He's going to get the bumper just a little bit and barely get in front of... I forgot the name.
Mr. Huff.
Thank you.
That was a power move right there from the 98. That tells me that he must be running a looser preset, probably a 9, and probably tweaked his wedge down on that pit stop, because the only thing I can imagine, or maybe he didn't even pit, because technically you don't have to pit. So
yeah, you do not have to pit.
He's definitely running loose setup to give him that turn.
Yep, you definitely do not have to pit here at Eldora. There is no fuel, and there's technically tire wear, but it doesn't matter that much. You're not going to blow a tire here anytime soon. But yeah, I mean, Ghostkiller managing to not only be put on the outside, as I hear a huge crash, but yeah,
I heard that as well.
Definitely a big crash there on the backstretch. Looks like 13 was involved. That was a caution. Yep. See if I can find the trucks involved.
And Devon Baseball. See some other Solis might have been involved in that.
Yep. Looks like A-Hack in the 13 truck and the 33 of, I believe you called that Devon Baseball.
A-Hack involved. He was up in the top 5 for the most part of stage 1. He's gonna have a lot of ground to make up here for stage 2.
Definitely. I mean, he was way up there. I mean, we saw him battling for 2nd place, and I'm not exactly sure what happened.
Yeah, well, he said that contact was inviting here. He probably got a little nudge.
Apparently, Mayhem's apologizing. He said, or he apologized to the 32 truck. He said, "I thought you were going to stay high. My bad." So I believe Mayhem and the 32 truck might have been involved in that just a little bit as well. As we come back to a restart, Ghostkiller still in the lead. Huff stuck in the outside with Dalator, Shake and Bake, and AK making up the rest of the top 5. Ghost Killer managing to pull away for another pretty nice lead. Dalator just behind him. And they're 2 wide going into turn 1 for 3rd place. I don't know why the camera is getting so close on Ghost Killer.
Yeah, it is literally up on him.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm looking into the cockpit right there.
Yeah. A little bit. I don't need to see him turning the wheel.
Or not, because this game doesn't show the driver turning the wheel.
Yeah. You're right.
Well, update on AHAC right now. Has not made up any positions since the incident. Right now, trying to move the 34 out of the way. But yeah, he's still back here, second to last.
AHAC, I'm not sure what happened. Maybe he pit on that first restart as he gives the 34 a huge shot into going into that turn. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. He might be a little bit upset though. At the 34.
Yeah, I don't think the 34 is going to take too kindly to that. Probably he's going to give him a shot back if he gets to him.
Probably not. Here's his one chance going into turn 3 if he wants to try it. Does not look like he's going to take it though. I'm not sure. That might have just been a little bit of an accident again. We see Ghost Killer pull up to that wide lead once again. Hopefully we don't see this sort of domination from him later. Huff still holding on to second place. I mean, he's got second place pretty solid, but he's just not fast enough to catch Ghost right now. I'm not sure what the reason is for it either.
I look through here. There's a big gaggle from like 3rd on back. Goodness. Dalator, AK Unleaded, Shake and Bake, TGS Predators, Jason Cole, all these guys under a blanket fighting hard for P3.
Definitely. I mean, and it's very nice points to fight for, especially if you're AK Unleaded. With him just moving down to the Truck Series, he's starting from way in the bottom. He needs all the points he can get and a win if he can help it.
Big time. A lot of these guys see that this is one of their chances for picking up a win that would basically guarantee them into the playoffs for the Truck Series in Season 3. So, I mean, you know, this is a chance.
A win here today is scored just like any other win at any other track. It's still going to count. No one's going to, count you out of the playoffs just because you got your one and only win at Eldora. Yeah, I don't really think we're going to see too much of a surprise winner here today unless Ghost Killer gets hit by a meteor or something. He's just managed to pull away as hard as he can.
Contact back there for 4th there. 3 wide, Shake and Bake, TGS Predators, and AK Unleaded. 3 wide, P4.
Definitely, I mean, Shake and Bake's still holding on to the inside, but I believe AK is just in front of him. So he's got the ability to hold on to 4th place for now, but if he doesn't get further down onto that wall, he's going to definitely see some issues by some people that are just looking for position. Anyway, 1st and 2nd seem to have pulled away. 1st most definitely, but Huff has managed to...
Next time by should be 1 to go. Sorry for cutting you off.
You're fine. Huff has managed to seat himself pretty nicely in 2nd place as of right now. Dalator seems to be the only one out of the top 3 that is really needing to fight for his position right now. He's trying to battle off the 16 of AK. That's last. So anyway, your top 5.
My Twitch is off.
Anyway, your top 5 for that stage is going to be Ghost Killer, Mr. Huff in the 21, Dalator in the 17, AK in the 16, TGS Predators in the 26, Jason Cole in the 8, the 40 of Code Red, 40 of Code Red, I believe would be the 4 of King Henry. Just going off what I see, but anyway.
Yeah, we were wondering how the niche trucks were going to rebound after losing some key pieces to their, to their arsenal, losing Kluka and, Killer. But, I mean, middle of the pack for Code Red and 45 being the new guy, boss. I'd say that they're doing, pretty up to snuff.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely not doing terrible today. Code Red holding on to 7th place as of right now. 45 truck, not really doing as well as you're making him out to be. Currently holding 2nd to last.
Yeah, he must have had repair damage or something, or went down to get some tires, because he wasn't there the entire time.
Possibly, again. You don't need to pit here unless you're making adjustments. So it really surprises me to see some people dropping back. They might just be forgetting to turn off taking tires and fuel.
Yeah, if you're back there, all the way at the very back, you might as well go down and get down pit road, tweak up your setup a little bit.
Dalator pushing hard on the 21 and Mr. Huff through that entire corner, just sitting on his quarter panel. Having dropped back a little bit. Now getting moved by the 16 of AK Unleaded for 3rd place. Oh, Truck Series never ceases to amaze with how aggressive they can get.
Getting word that our pole sitter, he texted me, he said he ran a 19.256. That was what he did, so
most likely going to be
pretty good lap time.
Well, it's definitely an amazing lap time. I mean, not only did he get pole, not only is he most likely going to get fastest lap, not only is he going to be lap leader, he's also won the first 2 stages, and it looks like he's going to go out and win the race.
Hold on, we're going to have to get back to that, though. We've got a raging battle here between Dalator and AK Unleaded. Dalator obviously did not like something that AK did to him a couple laps earlier, and he gave him a huge shot in turn 3.
Definitely AK. A few laps ago, moving Dalator out of the way on the bottom line. I guess AK just felt like he was faster. I mean, I can't argue with the move, but that's definitely not a way to make friends here.
Yeah, you have to wonder if that's going to come back to haunt one of these guys in the second race of our doubleheader coming up at 9:20.
I mean, it might. Right now they've got 1 truck of separation of Jason Cole in the 8 truck. He might be a little bit worried sitting in between both of these trucks. You gotta wonder what either of them will do.
He's got a mad Haley Deegan behind him. He might want to just, he's just going to let Haley Deegan go by. Paul Tracy's up ahead, and you don't want to get in between those two.
Did sound just cut out for you?
No.
It is cut out for me. I'm not exactly sure what's happening.
I had a little lag spike, but that's about it.
The sound is entirely cut out for me.
Huh. So I thought they fixed that glitch.
No. Apparently not.
Alright, well, this big wreck in the back, that was shake and bake going around.
I didn't hear it.
And that caught up the 3 of Thai Racing, the 15 of QSA. They are all scrambling here on the backstretch, trying to find somewhere, gain some positions, and take advantage of some others' misfortunes.
I didn't hear it happen, so... I've never had this happen to me.
It's hard to maintain professionalism. And as the 00 is now dead on the backstretch, that is MBD. You got dropped.
Yep, and collects another truck. Not only the 2, the 45, the 34. I believe that's a caution. But Ghost Killer's just riding around all of them.
There's no caution. There has to be a manual for that one, right?
No, there are no manuals at short tracks.
Oh, that's brutal.
Definitely hugely brutal. And again, audience, if you are watching this, no, that is not your phone. I've just lost sound. I can't hear it either. Jim still can, though. So good for him, I guess.
I can hear them just fine and dandy. But everyone else, y'all are going to have to play the Helen Keller role for a little bit.
Probably going to have to end this broadcast after the race and restart it. Probably restart the game in general. Well,
that
yeah,
were
I wouldn't have to restart the broadcast. I just have to restart the
TGS Predators, the one
game.
guy trying to use the berm up there. That a boy, go up there and try to test the cushion. It doesn't exist in this game, but I commend you for trying.
Definitely trying to make that outside line work. I mean, it does. For the most part, you can get very nice runs on the front and back stretch if you're running up high there, because, you're on the gas before everyone else is. You have a lot more room because you're not going to typically find trucks running down there. As we see,
Yeah, that's
TGS
facts.
possibly put the 34 into the wall.
Yeah, Overbeak is now into the fence. Major damage on the front right of the race truck. That is going to... In real life, he would have no tire. He also cannot turn worth a darn. Keeps hitting the wall, but... Yeah, 34 is probably just looking to get out of Eldora.
Possibly just looking. I just can't stand the no sound thing. It's very hard. Anyway, Ghost Killer looking like he's gonna make it a pretty nice, easy win here today. Huff still holding on to second. AK has managed to distance himself quite a bit from Dalator. He must be breathing a little bit easier now. Dalator finally managing to get around the 8 truck or the 45 truck, whichever one of them. And still holding on to fourth, Jason Cole in the 8, currently sitting in 5th with a lapped car in between him and Dalator.
If you want me to, I can give you my interpretation of the car noises.
You know what? Go ahead. Very nice. Solid.
There you go. I'll just do that for another 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Shake and bake trying to use that outside. It just looks so good on broadcast. I love it when they look for the outside, but it's just not very effective.
Definitely. Not really the most effective line to be running, but it looks great. So you see the 98 here make his way around the 00 of MBD.
Alright, so depending on if Code Red is a lap down or not, there are 6 laps to go, 5 laps to go when Ghost Killer touches the line next time by.
Alright.
That's if he is on the lead lap.
Again, Ghost Killer managing to just continue to hold on to this lead. Hopefully we don't see this sort of dominance here in race 2. I'm sure everybody here is looking to see a new winner for today.
Yeah, but you can't take it away from Ghost Killer. He's raced a very, very clean, smart, and just very fast race. He's put a whipping on these boys.
Definitely. I mean, he's been doing amazing here today. He's, led every lap. He's got pole, most likely fastest lap. That's 5 bonus points in and of itself. And then not only has he won both stages, that's 20 more points right there, and some playoff points to boot. He's also most likely going to go out and win. So he's going to get a 65-point race here under his belt.
Yeah, this could be a perfect day for him.
That's going to be huge for him. And if he can repeat it again, as we see the 88 and Mayhem go around and collect Ghost Killer.
A Thor Sport tragedy, but I don't think it's going to cost him all, but Mr. Huff is there.
Huff is right behind him now. That is tragic for Ghost. It might be. Is Huff probably making his last move here coming into 4.
Is this the final lap?
He's going to give him a little shot to his bumper. It does not look like it's the final lap, though. They're still going. More. Holy shit. Ghost Killer is panicking now as we see the 16 of AK let it get into the back of the 21 just a little bit. Try and make a move here for second.
I think he's going to be able to do it. Ghost Killer avoids tragedy.
Yeah. Ghost Killer managing to go around one more time.
And
barely
Thor
hanging on
can
to
have a very, very collective sigh of relief.
Hopefully we can get Ghost Killer in here. I'm going to close my app and reopen it and hope that the broadcast...
In the broadcast.
Okay, well, we're going to disappear from the broadcast real quick. And,
yeah,
see if I can fix my issues. So, we'll see you very shortly for the next race.